say.
Let's show ya, because he depends on
What's up, guys? This is your fucking boy LaPaul coming at you guys from the dirty, filthy fucking trenches. And what I want to get into on this video topic is the power of the neg. Alright, and before I jump into that, I would like you guys to like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at _LaPaul so you guys can see that I'm not just some fucking dickhead talking out of my ass. I'm actually living the PUA lifestyle. I'll later be uploading PUA infields, you know, me in the fucking clubs, like from opening to closing and all that crazy shit. But for now, working on the budget that I have. I don't have fucking cameramen follow me around, none of that bullshit. But yeah, without further ado, the power of the neg. So the reason why I want to talk about negging is because it's one of the most misunderstood yet most powerful things you could have in your game arsenal. And you know, the reason why it's so misunderstood is because negging comes off as ingenuine, it comes off as douchey, it just comes off as like dirty and manipulative and all this other shit. And while all that is true, I would also like to point out that negging does fucking help, and it's been helping my game when I'm in my head for a very long time. First off, what is a neg? A neg is something that you say, alright, neg literally stands for negative. It's something negative that you tell a girl for the purpose of getting her insecure, getting her in her head, lowering her value while making your value look higher than what it is. It's meant to disqualify her. It's meant to get her qualifying, and yeah, that's all. These are all things that negs could be. So, okay, if you're a beginner, how do you use negs? What I suggest is start off using negs in a subtle way. So if you're having, this is an example. If you're having a conversation with a girl, you don't want to say something too negative because you don't know how she's gonna react, and you don't know how to flip that negative emotions that you cause in her, and she might just fucking go crazy on you and want to slap you or something. So if you're a beginner, what you want to do is, you know, just test the waters. You want to see how she reacts to it. So you would want to say something like, if you guys are talking about each other, you would at some point want to drop in like, oh, so what community college do you go to? Assuming that, you know, you don't think she goes to a good college, that you think that she's at the level for a community college. And this is something that's so subtle. Yeah, it's gonna kind of sink into her, but she can't really call you out on it because it's so innocent. It's such an innocent question, like, oh, what community college do you go to? And if she flips out on you, then you're like, what are you talking about? I only asked what college you go to, you know? Or another example of a subtle neg would be like, oh, this is a nice jacket. Did you get it at H&M? Or some other fucking cheap store that's out there. It's assuming that you think it's a nice jacket, but it's not that fucking nice that it would be from like whatever, like J. Crew or some shit. These are subtle negs. And then there are also like neg openers, something that just like slaps a fucking girl right off the open. And this is something I only suggest if you're intermediate or a little advanced, you know, in your game. And it's something that has a powerful effect because from the get-go, you spike her fucking emotions. And what's good about spiking a girl's emotion is that if you flip it, you're in fucking, you know, you're in a good position to be in because those emotions are still going to be there and they're going to be for you. So for example, what I like to do is like just go up to a girl and be like, yo, you're kind of fucking cute, you know? And also like, I'm calibrated when I say this shit. I calibrate my facial gestures. I make it in a way that it's like friendly, but I'm still like implying that she's not that fucking cute. So she can't get mad at me completely. And let's say she does, like I'm at the point where I could flip that. If she goes crazy on me like, oh, what do you mean I'm fucking kind of cute? And I'm like, girl, like, you know I'm fucking around, you know I think you're sexy as shit. Like I'll say some shit like that, you know, to flip the script, to like. But yeah, this is something like I recommend if you're a little bit more calibrated. So if you're a beginner, what I recommend is going for the subtle negs, just so you could kind of learn how girls react to the negs in general, and just so you could see the tweaks, you know, see the like the little gestures that she does, and just like study it and learn it and see what's too far and what's not too far. And yeah, so that's like a neg opener. Another neg opener would be like, if you see a girl dancing, you go up to her, you be like, nah, you're not doing it right enough. Like, let me teach you. And then you just pull her in and then you start dancing with her. You know, that's another fucking neg opener because you never know. She might be like, get the fuck out of here. I'm just here to dance with my girls, which I've gotten many times. But if you don't know how to flip it, once again, don't try these yet. And all right, so we're going to get more into like the fucking crazy negs. These are like good negs that once you're in a position of like, once you've been talking to the girl, you could just implement. So one that I like to do is like, Like just point out something in a girl. Like if she looks like underslept, just be like, damn girl, have you been up for like 3 fucking days? You look like, you look like a zombie. It looks like you haven't slept. And then she'll be like, oh no, that will probably get her qualifying. Like, oh no, like I've been working hard and then school and all this bullshit, And yeah, like these are very good tactics to use while you're already in the set. And all right, one thing that I would like to say is that if you're in a set and you're trying to use negs, make sure that you're emotionally relevant to her, meaning that she sees you as higher value. So if you're saying something that's negative, it doesn't come off as like a little brother trying to piss off her older sister, because I've been in positions where I haven't built enough like comfort, I haven't built enough value that a girl will just brush me off and she sees right through my bullshit. And then she's like, okay, dude, get the fuck out of here type of thing. You get that response if you haven't built on that set. And you don't want to be in that position. So you got to make sure that you do other things like physicality, you get the sexual vibe going, you're clear on your intent already. And that's when you start implementing these negs throughout the conversation. Another good neg would be like, damn girl, you're looking kind of musty. Or like the famous one would be like, let me see your hands. You kind of examine them and see if they're dirty. And if they're a little dirty, you're like, damn, do you not clean your fingernails? That's another neg. And yeah, these are all examples of how you could use negs throughout the set. And what I like to do to really fuck with the girl, like while I'm already hooking up with her, like there's no need for me to really do negs, but it's just like for my own fucking pleasure. It's like, let's say I'm making out with a girl and I'll be like, damn, is that the best you can do? Like my fucking, like, say something fucking mean, like my sister could do better than that. Something like disgusting just to fucking throw her off. And yeah, that's good. And another, like, other things that you could do is like after you finish having sex or something, you could be like, damn, I'm like usually like more passionate, I'm usually more into it. I don't know what it is about you that didn't like that I don't know, you start fucking with her a little bit. And yeah, so the purpose of these negs are just to get a girl in your head, make you seem higher value, make it seem like you're always doing this. And while I don't recommend you to use it all the time, I definitely think that they should be used, once in a while throughout the sets. And I notice myself using them more while I'm in my fucking head, and they do still work. Like obviously they don't come off as congruent, but sometimes girls don't notice that I'm not being congruent with what I'm saying, and I could get away with it. But yeah, I notice myself like using negs when I'm more in my head. So this is like really, you should really use negs and all this other bullshit when you're in your head, because while I'm out of my head, while I'm in state, while I'm in a good mood, while I'm fucking pimping it, I notice that I just naturally neg. Like I'm not really trying to poke for the emotions. They just naturally come out, because that's what a natural would do when he's fucking, because he's fucking God in his head. So he could like, he could feel that he could diss whoever he wants and get away with it, because you kind of can if you're doing it correctly, if you're doing it congruently. And yeah, guys, that's the fucking neg, and I think, everybody should implement these. If you're a beginner, have fucking fun with these, and I'm fucking out. Let me find out you're a lawyer. Are you a lawyer?
I'm a teacher.
You're a teacher?
I teach.
I was telling you.